guys, we've been talking a lot about campaigns and brands and things of that nature. And I'm so happy that the WNBA is just doing all of the things for all of their people and all of their players. So it makes perfect sense that our jump ball segment is going to be featured around various different pieces of those things. Now, we really couldn't come together on a topic this week that was very specific to each of us. So we just decided to do our own thing. So we just gonna toss it up in the air and just let everybody go for theirs. So Sharí, what's on your mind, man?
Skims are on my mind. Now, I will own the fact I am not a Kardashian fan at all. I will throw that out there.
Same here. Just let that know.
I will throw that out there. No disrespect. I just don't fool with y'all like that. But what I do fool with is the Skims WNBA collab. I think that it's a great move by the WNBA. And when we talk about marketability, when we talk about opportunities for endorsements, I think this is a great way not only to do that, but to also showcase these incredible women, powerful women, incredible athletes in their divine feminine. I think it's fun. And I've seen a lot of criticism on social media by some people. I really won't address the colorism piece because that's just more of an extended conversation. But people are saying, well, why do they have to be in underwear ads? You all see male athletes in underwear ads. You don't say anything. Or male entertainers in underwear ads. I don't look at this as as these women being objectified. I simply don't. I look at this as a WNBA making a statement about not only, hey, we're opening up from an image perspective what this league can look like, but also showcasing that these women are incredible. First of all, Skylar Diggins the babies came out of that stomach. She looks incredible. Like, to me, it speaks to just the multifaceted strength that women possess just naturally. I loved this ad. I thought it was very tastefully done. Everybody had a different kind of look. So nobody really looked the same, but there was a uniformity about it. Yeah. I think this should be an eye opener for everybody to say, hey, yes, just as much as we love seeing them in uniform, they can come out of that and they can be in a ball gown or they can be in some Skims. These women are versatile. That is the essence of women. Stop trying to limit us to one thing. Stop trying to tell us this is who you are. This is only what you're going to do. We literally can do it all. And that's why this campaign to me is so fun. So whoever handled this, whoever signed on the dotted line to make sure this happened and partnering with, just because I don't like the Kardashians doesn't mean that it wasn't a smart move. Partnering with one of the bigger names in pop culture. Now, again, you have the intersection with sports and culture. I think for the WNBA, that's been a big success point for them over the last year or so. How they are now being so ingrained in culture, which adds relevance. So shout out to them. Shout out to Skims. I'm here for it. I thought it was so well done and looking forward to seeing more creative kind of collabs from the league and other brands as move forward.
I love that. Nah, women are so dynamic, right? And you had white women in there, Kelsey Plum, Cameron Brink, then you had black women. It was beautiful. And I do need to get Kalani Brown on there, Tia McCown, because they be hitting right. So yeah, they know exactly how to get down. But for me, my jump ball talking point is this charter flight situation. WNBA, y'all not beating allegations. Y'all probably never beaten allegations that the charter flights were jump started because of Caitlin Clark and her teammates walking through an airport in preparation for the game against the Dallas Wings. Mm-hmm. Then all of a sudden, the money's there. A couple weeks ago, a few weeks before that, it wasn't there. And just out of nowhere, I don't know. Adam Silver may have something to do with it. I don't know. But I don't know. I'm just saying, Terrika, Sharí. But the fact that the charter flights are starting only with Indiana and Minnesota, but not everybody else, it's kind of hypocritical because remember, the league, they were going after New York Liberty owner Joe Tsai when he wanted to treat his players like royalty. And that's a competitive advantage because other teams don't have that. Mm-hmm. Well, you're doing the same thing right now. Maybe it's not going to do it for the whole season, but Indiana, they have the advantage. Guess who plays for them? Caitlin Clark. And then Minnesota, who I'm convinced they did that just to make sure. See, we're not just favoring Caitlin Clark. We're only doing that. We're doing it because everybody else deserves it, right? No, you're doing it because Cheryl Reeve got on Twitter and was talking hella loudly about how the league only wants to focus on Caitlin when it came to the preseason games and not her Minnesota Lynx and the Chicago Sky. So that's why I feel those are the two teams to start it. It just, I feel it's very hypocritical.
It's ridiculous.
I love y'all so much because some things the way you say you've been saying what we be thinking without having to say it. You just, good job, Chris, because I felt that. I'm going to move on to my jump off piece. My jump off piece is actually very positive. The WNBA announced the name of their newest franchise, the Golden State Valkyries. Now, in full transparency, I knew the name like 2-3 weeks ago, but I was sworn to secrecy, so I couldn't say nothing.
I know. Okay.
Come on, insider, because I didn't have a clue until I saw it on social media.
Yeah, same here, Sharí.
Like 3 weeks ago, but I was sworn to secrecy, so I couldn't say nothing. But with that being said, as we're talking about branding and marketing, Golden State, do not fumble the opportunity to get Tessa Thompson to come to your arena and do something dope, start a trend, start a tradition. But please get a relationship with Disney and Marvel to make this happen. For those of you who may not be Marvel nerds like ourselves, Valkyrie was a character in the Thor comic book, and that character was portrayed by Tessa Thompson in the films. Valkyrie was very important to the story. She was very important to the Avengers. She became an Avenger eventually. And at the end of the day, we need this collab to happen. People are kind of talking about the name. They're not understanding what it is. It's a female Warriors. It's owned by the Warriors. So it makes perfect sense that this would be the name. There's also been some talk about their colors being purple and how that's too close to the Sacramento Monarchs. No shade to the Sacramento Monarchs. Tisha Penicheiro, all those guys, love y'all. So no shade to that. As a matter of fact, it may be a nod to what came before them. Like, even though the Bay and the Sacramento area isn't quite the same, it's still Northern California. So maybe it's just a little shine of respect. Who knows? Either way, this is a good thing. Stop trying to find stuff wrong with it. It's a good thing. But please give me this. Get Tessa Thompson on the phone now and tell her to show up. Send her all the Valkyrie merch that is out by Player Society right now. Shout out again to my girl, Esther.
Yes.
But you need to make that happen. You need to get Tessa on the phone now, make this Marvel collab happen, and start a tradition using Tessa Thompson as the first person to do it. I don't know what that tradition is. Maybe you fly something in the arena. Maybe y'all make some little noise. Maybe there's a drum or a fire or something. I don't know what it is that you do, but start it, and start it with Tessa Thompson. It's the best collab, best branding you could possibly do.